Okay, I think the ad is over, so I think I'm live. It's also where I was just telling Salt I don't have any sound going on because I don't have a game awaiting this morning. So it's so quiet. It feels weird. Like, am I live? Everybody check on me. Am I live? um, Also, all of my levels and everything. If anybody wants to let me know I'm too loud or not loud enough or anything is messed up, because my whole setup for all of this has dramatically been altered over the last couple of weeks for various reasons, fun reasons. Um, Mostly that I had my family came and visit. My kids came. Jazz Dulk and Fluffy Dud came for a visit. And so we were kind of sharing laptops and computers and stuff. So, and buttons got changed and moved around. So, if anything isn't working, please let me know. Thank you for those of you guys that have showed up this morning. It has been a while, and I'm not going to make any bones about it. I have not been able to line up time and opportunity to stream for various reasons. So I got my keyboard on my lap here. So I thought it was high time. Oh, hi! Look who came to join. Hiya, hi, Fa. You got girls. You gonna? She hears me talking to nobody as usual. We've had a couple of Amazon deliveries this morning, so she's a little on edge. My mic is quiet. Okay, let me. Thank you for letting me know. Let me bump. I think it's this button. I think. See if that's any better. Is that any louder? This mic tends to, you have to get your mouth right in it anyway. So let me know if that's any better. Let me bump it smidgy more. Oh, awesome. Okay. Thank you for that. Well, I've got Effie up here for moral support. So, but mostly what I really wanted to do today, I'm not, it's going to be a very, very short stream. Comparatively anyway. I'm not going to be doing any gaming. I'm just going to chat today because I wanted to update everybody on the various things that have been going on. Get my keyboard off my lap here. All very good things. But I've ever since I did get COVID a couple of months ago, it's been a little while now. It's been a couple of months, and it did make me very, very sick at the time. And I think it kind of started a sort of bird's eye view of your own life kind of a thing, you know, when you're very, very sick, and it just dragged on and on. I have some complications that made it tricky for me. I have asthma and some other issues that, even though I recovered from the COVID part, it just continued on, and I was fatigued and coughing, and that went on for some time. And I'm much better now, totally 100% back to my normal pre-COVID person. But it did kind of start this bird's eye view sort of a thing. When I started streaming, we moved from an apartment to a new house, and there was all kinds of shuffling going on, and I kind of hit survival mode. You know, you're just trying to do the business that you need to do to adult, to get on with things and all of that. So I was already fatigued. And I guess, and then 2 weeks ago, my hubby and I, those of you that follow me on Instagram will know, and those of you that maybe are in my Discord channel, I have a very, very tiny Discord channel with a handful of friends on purpose. Because I do get very easily overwhelmed with technology and social media and all of that stuff. It's very tricky for me to stay current and relevant and like feel like I'm interesting, because I'll be honest, this is TMI. I'm oversharing at the moment, but I don't feel like I'm very interesting as a person. So it's hard to like come across as though I'm interesting. But anyway, so all of that gets a little overwhelming as well. But those of you, many of you do know that I went to the U.S. Virgin Islands 2 weeks ago. And it was, for me, kind of a trip of a lifetime. It was something that came as an opportunity. And while I was there, I wanted to share with you guys, I had a reinvigorating sense of I know it's kind of cliche. I went on vacation and I came back with this new perspective in life. But I wouldn't say it's a new perspective in life. But I definitely came back with a feeling reconnected to a lot of things that I think I have lost connection with over the last year and a half. Kind of when I went through sort of a fallow period, if you will, with my creativity and stuff. And I see. Interesting. You love hearing me talk about my life and hobbies. Oh, that's a very, very sweet thing for you to say, Light. Thank you so much for that. Um, I've always been kind of compulsively creative, almost. I almost have more ideas than I could ever really be able to do in a lifetime, and it took me a long time to figure that out. Like, you're gonna have to prioritize, Jackie. You can't do everything. There's just not enough hours in the day. But that is definitely there was an unplugging involved. I barely even used my phone. We were on a beach, or we were in at dinner with groups of people, and the unplugging process, as well as the beauty. I mean, it's that might be a cliche as well, but surrounded by natural beauty. Woke something up in me that I think I needed it to wake up. But also, those of you that have seen me with the photos of me, I literally got to kiss a dolphin. I went swimming with the dolphins, and they were doing things in the water, and one of the things I got to do was kiss one. And I am not gonna downplay the bucket list item that I didn't know I wanted, and that was it. I got to touch and kiss and play with a dolphin, and life-changing moment. Life-changing, you guys. Simple, but profound. That was absolutely profound, a profound moment for me. And I'm not gonna lie, and that will live in my memory forever. I still pull up the pictures and I look at them and go, "That's me kissing a dolphin." It was awesome. You guys, if you ever get a chance, do it. Just do it. Just do it if you get a chance. Worth it. But also that morning, actually, we were supposed to sit and we were waiting for the bus to come and pick us up to take us to the dolphin thingy. And that morning, a thunderstorm broke loose across the island. It was a downpour, thunder, lightning, the whole works. And one of the people that we had talked to who lives there says she's lived through 8 hurricanes on the island in the 30 years of her living there. Fortitude, that is internal fortitude, people, let me tell you. But I had the privilege of chatting with a couple of people who live there and were part of the business that was organizing the excursions and things while we were there. And we had time to kill because we were waiting to hear if everything was going to be canceled or not due to weather, going out and swimming with dolphins in the ocean during lightning. So while we were there, we chatted with 2 women who happened to mention that while we were there on the island, I had Googled a fabric store because when I go to places I've never been before, one of the first things I do is look up bookstores and fabric stores because I would like that to be a part of my experience if it's possible. It's usually hard to find either one anymore, but especially bookstores, independent bookstores. They're getting few and far between these days, but so fabric stores are sometimes a little easier. But so I happened my hubby showed some photos of some of the dolls I've made and why I'm interested in fabric. And the woman who was in charge of getting us onto the bus and stuff was like, "Oh, I know that store. That's my girl. It's kind of tricky to find. It's kind of down in the you got to go back behind a thing and then you go down a hill and it's a little back in there." And she said, "Oh, but that's my favorite store. You absolutely should make time to go there." So then when we got back from our excursion and we were getting off the bus, she came over to me and said, you go upstairs and go do what you need to do. But then when you come back down, I'm going to take you. And she took it upon herself to drive my hubby and me in her personal vehicle to this fabric store. And I partly because she wanted to make sure we could get there. She said it was a little tricky to find, and it was so sweet of her. And her name is Jenny. And she was a little afraid that we wouldn't be able to find our way, or that a taxi wouldn't be able to find our way. So I think is part of the reason. But also then when we got there, she walked us in and made introductions in the store. And that was another just a bonding moment. Just human strangers, acts of kindness, And we did offer, can we buy you some lunch? Can we give you gas money? What can we do to repay your kindness? And she just wouldn't hear of it. So we did try, but she just was doing it out of the kindness of her heart. So I had a blast. I have posted pictures on my Instagram of some of the fabrics that I chose. In fact, one of the beauties is that the week prior to our visit, the island had celebrated Carnival, which is, I know you guys are, I'm sure you're familiar with, a very dramatic street celebration with costumes and traditions and things. And so I was able to find some fabrics that were like some leftover bolts and things. So I found this amazing fabric that I don't know how I would get it anywhere else. It's not like you, let's be honest, we can't walk into a Joann or a Michael's in the US and find some of these fabrics that are African, 100% African fabrics and stuff that I'm so excited to do stuff with this, you guys. I'm so excited. I'm going to get verklempt. I'm so excited. But all of that to say, when I got back from the fabric store, we were like, look what I got. And they had to look through all my stuff. And I got trims and amazing stuff. If you see these cars out there, are you getting excited with me? You getting excited? One of the other women, Malaya, said, she had looked at my dolls and she looked at this fabric and she was like, you could have sold, if you were here last week for Carnival, you could have sold hundreds of these dolls. And I went, huh? Wait, what? I could have sold hundreds of dolls? What? So they were just so excited for me. And Malaya said, I want you to make me a doll. And she showed me a picture of her daughter. And she said, I want you to make a doll that's the two of us. And I absolutely am going to be doing that. And what it brought back to life in me was something that, like I said before, has been sleeping. And it feels better to have it awake again. It's sort of like when your foot falls asleep, literally you've been sitting on it too long and your foot falls asleep and it's really uncomfortable and then it feels normal again. It's like, oh, thank God it feels normal again. This feels normal again for me. And it's a relief. It's a relief that having somebody excited and allowing me to envision a future of me spending more time doing the things I love creatively was life affirming for me. So this is what I had already I had already changed my moniker from Gamer Jacks to Creative Jacks because I was already previous even to this trip I think I must have just been open to, I felt like I'm being led down a path. I don't know where it's going, but I kind of felt open. I wanted to open myself up to those sorts of things. And then this is where it took me. And so anyway, I wanted to share some of that stuff with you guys because I really consider you my friends. And Twitch has absolutely been for me a place exactly what I needed, exactly when I needed it. And so I have friends here on Twitch that I consider lifetime friends. Many of you have become family to me, and that means a lot to me. And I don't say that easily either. So it's all very true. And Light, you're one of those lifelong friend. So I'm not going anywhere. So in case it sounds like that's what I'm saying, I'm definitely going to be hanging around on Twitch in your stream, in my friends' streams, hanging out. But I probably am going to be a little hit or miss on my active streams simply because the spoons that it requires for me to maintain and sustain all of this all these technological buttons and the information and the everything can be a little tricky for my very neurodivergent brain. It can be a lot of information for me to be able to sustain and do these other things. For if it makes any sense to you, thank you. If it doesn't make any sense, you'll just have to take my word for it. I will be gaming. I've been a gamer forever. Hey, Charlie! Yay! Oh, I'm so glad you came too. Yay! Yay! I'm so glad you're here. And I'm so glad you're here because you guys are specifically some people I had in mind when I was thinking about all of this stuff that I've been saying. Charlie, I'm just talking about some of my creative inspirations that have happened to me over the last couple of weeks, and feeling reinvigorated creatively, and how I'm working on trying to balance live streaming with how much time that I really want to sink into this level of creativity that I haven't really had in my life in a long time. Invigoration is good. That's right. So I'm absolutely going to be around. I'm not leaving or anything, and I will continue to game. Gaming has always been. I tend to actually in my own life I can't game in fits and spurts. Like I game to shut down and block out for a while, and then I kind of return to real life, and that's kind of how I've always used it. So I will continue to game. I will continue to game live on my channel, but I am going to be a little hit or miss. I know myself enough to know I'm going to be honest. I will be in the mood, and then I won't be in the mood, and then I'll be in the mood again, and then I won't be in the mood. So I'm going to be on and off, in and out. It may be a while. I've even considered, I'm not going to leave. I'm absolutely not leaving. I'm definitely going to be around. But I enjoy being in your channels so much that I enjoy being there. I enjoy having you guys up on my screen while I'm doing my knitting or while I'm doing my sewing. So you guys are as much a part of my creative process. You guys streaming are a part of my creative process. So I enjoy that as much as me, maybe even more. Maybe I might even enjoy it a smidgy more being in your channel while I'm doing my things with my hands than maybe even me streaming live because, I can only focus on one thing at a time. So I will definitely be streaming less. And I even, you guys, I even kicked around the idea of maybe I should do an unsubathon because I feel a little guilty that I'm going to be kind of in and out, on and off, in and for my stream. You guys will still see me in yours. My personal streaming, it's not going to be as frequent. And if you guys want to unsub from me, because I know that is a lot of money, and you got to put your money where your priorities are. So you guys can unsub, and it will not hurt my feelings. Trust me. But I do appreciate your support if you continue to support my goofy ass. So, but also I get it. Feel free to just follow me and be my friend. And that's also cool. So, but I do have one more thing, but I'm not going to show yet. Part of my, this is a work in progress. So part of my thinking to be a little less overwhelmed with the technology of everything and all of the correct buttons, and including you guys having to put makeup on all the time. I know it's not that big of a deal, but do my hair, put my makeup on, and make sure my clothes match. It's just not me. If you guys knew me in real life, you'd be like, it's just so not me. But so that's part of the effort too, is I'm being so transparent here. It's probably not a very good idea, but I am. It's too late now. I already said it. I wear clothes with paint splatches on them, and frumpy. I'm frumpy in real life. I promise. Bo, hi Bo. Welcome in. It is so great to see you. Yay, all my friends. I'm so excited. Because I was nervous I was going to have to repeat myself a lot, like say it on my stream and say it in my Discord or say it on my Instagram and all of that. But you guys are being here, so I only going to have to say it once. Yay! um, Welcome in, Bo. It is wonderful to see you. Another friend that I absolutely love watching her stream as well. Love to watch Bo stream. I love Chardy's streams. I love Light streams. I love Salt streams. Quigsby's not here, bless him. I might give him a shout out anyway, but Quigsby is another one. Mary, who is Bitterberry. I mean, you guys, you don't realize while I'm watching you, I'm doing these creative things that I'm talking about right now, or at least I'm starting to. I didn't for a little while, but I'm starting to again, which is what your streams are as important to me as part of my process, more than you probably think, but they are. So I'm so glad you guys are here. So I'm watching. I've already been blabbing for 30 minutes. 30 minutes in a row talking me. That's a lot, but let me wet my whistle. They started making green tea monsters again. My fave. I was very sad when they stopped, and now they've started showing up again. Yay! And no, I'm not sponsored. But I would consider a sponsorship. But so I've talked about my fabric. Also, the other creative things that just this year, the third book of my series has come out. This is the third book. Finally, the whole thing is all out with fresh covers, fresh edits, thanks to Fuffy Dud, who is my editor, my daughter, my friend, and my editor, and my artist, you guys. She edits me and she does my book covers. I mean, let's get a shout out for Fuffy Dud right now because, oh my God. If I remember do I even remember how to do shout outs, you guys? Let me see if I can figure it out. Bear with. Fuffy. I don't even remember how to do them. Did I do that right? I did it. Thank you, Salt. Thank you for your offer. I did it. Yay. Next time I'll ask you to do it. Salt, you'll be faster and more efficient than me. Fuffy for prez. No kidding. So, oops, banging my mic. So this was years of work. My books have been out. Thank you for the lurk. My books have been out years. Got a second edition. My original one got a second edition. This is the first book. Got a second edition. This is now on its third edition, and then the second and third book of the series are on their second edition. But that's a long story. But basically, Fuff and I've pulled a lot of stories together that have been out there for years out. The rights came back to me. They kind of fell off the radar in magazines or publisher houses or whatever. So I've recollected a bunch of them, written a bunch of fresh stuff, and also these are short story collections, also edited by Fuff, and beautiful book covers. Look at that. Is she talented or what? Oh, it just amazes me. Look at that. She's amazing. Anyway, so that's a bunch of my pursuits. A lot of my, I've got another bunch of collections, stories for a collection that have been kind of sitting around waiting on me to wake back up and get back on it. So that's another one. That's another chunk of creative stuff that I will be. Oh, they do be beautiful. Aren't they beautiful? Thank you, Salt. But I also brought over my dolls because, there's one hanging back there that I started. I was in the middle of her, and we moved, and then we moved again, and a bunch of stuff got packed into plastic cartons, and there wasn't room. And there's a long story. Short version is now we're here, and things have still been sitting anyway, and I haven't pulled them out, and I'm beginning to do it again. And so, this is one of my very first doll I ever made. And her name is Jane. And she sits. She has joints. So she sits. And she's got a little notebook here, and I made a little pencil for behind her ear. And this is Jane. And put her pencil back and set her down. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I should have shown you a close up. Actually, let me take her notebook out of her. See, I tend to come up with doll ideas literally from fabrics or from life experiences or whatever. But yeah, her clothing is actually typewriter and like typewriter buttons and newsprint, and then her little pantaloons are little typewriter buttons. So she's obviously the writer. She's my alter ego. And this is Dahlia. No, I was right the first time. Delia. This is Delia. And she's catching rain, and her fingers are a little dusty. And she's a doll that sits on a pedestal. And she's one of my favorites. Her name is Delia. Get her a little in focus here. Get it. I also did a doll, which is still packed, but yeah, you like Jane's outfit too? Yeah, me too. Oh, look, I got a pop-up. Sorry, distracted me for a second. So I have another doll too that I did off of Fuffy Dead's art once, and I forgot to pull her out because she's packed. But Fuffy Dead made like an alien drawing artwork, and I made a doll based off of that artwork, and that's been a fun one too. So, but it's been a while. I haven't made anything in quite a while, and I'm very excited to not only use my fabrics that I got in the Virgin Islands, but if I could take my camera off and show you, I would, but I'm afraid I would not put it back correctly. But anyway, I have a lot of fabric waiting around to be turned into something. Some of my most recent, we got a new camper. We went up just a little bit of size in camper, and our first weekend, we're going to try it out for the first time in the new campers this coming up weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And we've been thinking there's a little bit more room, so we have a little bit more space for storage solutions. So I'm learning how to weave baskets. And this is I'm in the middle of this basket project right now. It's all fabric. This is my first attempt. I'm still working. You braid it and then sew it. And I'm hoping it'll end up being about this tall when I'm done. So baskets, that's also what I'm in. I'm in the middle of learning baskets. And that's mostly it, although I do knit. And I have so much yarn in my yarn stash that I'm attempting to just burn through it and make projects and burn through it. And so I'm currently in the process of trying to make a blanket. So when you guys are streaming and I'm watching you, this is what I do usually. I usually knitting or something. I usually have something in my hands and I'm doing something. In addition to the gaming that I do. So the one of the reasons that, in case you're wondering why I'm wearing my very favorite apron ever, and I do bake. But the reason I'm wearing this apron is because as part of my process to eliminate some of the spoons that I need to spend in order to keep up with my streaming, I invested in commissioning somebody to make me an avatar. And I'm going to introduce her on the stream. It's meant to be me. She looks a little younger than I am. It's not intentional. That's just kind of the way it works out. And also she's wearing these fabulous glasses. So I'm going to put my glasses on. You guys don't really see me in glasses because they're for far away. And when I'm gaming and stuff, I actually have to take them off because the screen is actually fuzzy when I wear my glasses, because my glasses are for seeing out the window or seeing while I'm driving and that kind of thing. So, but I'm going to put them on, and I am going to change to my avatar chat. Ready? See if I can do it right. There she is. Look, her mouth moves and everything. Isn't it cute? Ah, that's me. She's not wearing headphones. I love headphones, but yeah, isn't she cute? I'm going to give a shout out to the artist who did this. There we go. I had my mouse button in the wrong spot. Let me do a shout out to Melly May. There she is. This is the artist who did my avatar for me. My hubby took a picture of me so I would have a chat background. Unfortunately, he took a picture on a day where it's quite messy in the background. And I'm like, why did you take a picture when it's messy in the background? He said, we'll get a new one, but we had never have. So just so you know, it isn't currently messy, just so you know. But that's her for now. So, I mean, that's the room for now. So we're going to go with that. And I also have one for when Jazz Dulk was here visiting us last week. He helped me set all of this up. So, as I said, I do plan on continuing to game. Let me get to my gaming avatar so you can see there's my Steam profile. I do intend to continue to game, and you're going to see my avatar probably more often than you're going to actually see me because it just helps me. Like I said, having to do my hair and put on makeup and make sure my clothes match and everything. For a very neurodivergent brain as mine, every step that I can eliminate helps. So I'm going to try. Let's see. Let me go back to my messy. Oh, that's me. Although I am a little messy, but I meant to go to that one. There we go. So that's basically it. I literally I wanted to share all of this with you guys, my friends, to give you an update, to let you know I think of you guys all the time, and I value each of you and individually, and I value you as a Twitch group. I'm so happy that I've come to find you guys. Yeah, I have done a lot, and sometimes it feels a little bit like out of sight, out of mind. I tend to have a little bit of a short-term memory issues, but I have been busy. I just don't have a camera on me all the time to show that. But I will be. In fact, I will be gaming. I'm not sure how to predict exactly when. And I also do plan on, part of the reason I want this avatar is have her on screen, her mouth moving. Hello. Look, her eyebrows even go up. Isn't that cute? Because I would also like to stream me while I'm making things, while I'm sewing or while I'm creating. And then I'll have a little avatar who can be kind of my voice while my hands are doing stuff. So that's pretty much it. I said this was going to be a bit of a short stream. I didn't expect me to be able to talk for, gosh, what am I going on now? 40 minutes. I wasn't expecting me to be able to do that, but I sure did. I'm tempted to game a little bit just to try her out and see if her mouth works and everything. You know what? I am going to. Guess what? Very impulsively. Let me move all my dolls and stuff out of the way. Move my fabric out of the way. I'm going to do something that's very easy to just jump into that doesn't require a lot of prep work and stuff. I'm going to play some Dead by Daylight, which, bear with me. I don't know if you can hear all the clinking and clanking I'm doing to clear stuff out of my way. Hey, lovely green panda. Hi, it's great to see you. I am looking at you through the eyes of my brand new avatar. I guess her name is Creative Jax because it's meant to look like me. Does it look like me? I think it kind of does. Like I said, just a little bit younger version, but what are you going to do? So, all right, let me boot up some Dead by Daylight here. It'll take me a minute. What have you been up to, lovely green panda? How are things for you? Don't mind the messy picture in the background. I am booting my Dead by Daylight. Yeah, I'm going to move over to my, okay, let's see. She has her own little window. Gaming, on air gaming avatar. This should do it. Yes. And actually this way, you guys can help me test my gaming levels too, my sound levels. Because like I said last week, while Jazz Dalk and who I'm going to also shout out. Nope. I did it again. I hit the button over here. Instead of bear with. I will get it on any second now. There we go. I was using my mouse to click through my scenes. And awesome. You've been working a lot. You finally got your website up? Oh my gosh. You're not a website designer. Oh my gosh. Don't even get me started on that. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Me too. With the whole. Now my hubby is gifted at website design. Absolutely gifted. But he's also a busy guy. He's got a full-time job and he does a lot of stuff. How humble the avatar is, but playing DBD. Oh, yes. So let me tell you, lovely green panda, I grasp entirely how much work it is to get a website up. Oh, my gosh. I've tried over and over just so that I won't be a burden to my hubby. Like, here's one more thing, you know. But I almost always have to go, look, I can't do it. You're going to have to help me finish. So, God love him. He is a patient man. Okay, so let me know how my... Oh, I got braids. Oh. Yay. Oh my gosh, this is kind of funny. Look at her. Look at her in her apron. I am going to play killer because I think it'll be easier. And do any of you play Dead by Daylight by any chance? And if so, are you guys familiar with this let me back up one more scene. This modifier, this chaos shuffle. It's so funny because my kids and I have said, when you're doing the rift, which is the archives, you're not just trying to kill people or you're not just trying to survive being killed. That is 100% what the game is. But there's also these little like side quest mini tasks. Oh, my headphones are way too loud. Just a second. Oof. Turn that baby down. Can you guys hear the game or can you hear it well enough or is it too much? You like watching, but you're not a fan of playing PvP yourself. So, yeah, that makes sense. What am I doing? You get these little challenges you can do during matches or while you're also trying to kill or not be killed. Either way, you're playing. And occasionally there are challenges like jump in and try to play a character with, and they've had these little shuffles. You don't know what your perks are going to be till you get there. And my kids and I have said, oh, we would love that. Oh, my hubby also plays this. We would love that as a regular thing. How come they don't do that often enough? And now they have a whole new, it's only temporary, but a whole new game mode that if you go in here, you don't know what perks you're going to get as a survivor or a killer until you get there. Oh my gosh, we've had so much fun. It can be a little frustrating because you get familiar with the perks and stuff that you like to play with. But guys, you have to see my hag in the new outfit. Look at her. Isn't she the sweetest goddamn thing you've ever seen? Okay, Light, have a great lunch. Have a great lunch. Oh my gosh, look at how adorable she is. I love her so much. Because I'm playing the Chaos Shuffle, version of the game. It only goes on for like till June, the end of this week, I think. They did extend it, so it must have been very popular. Anyway, this is a brand new outfit for her. I'm all into flowers and gardening too. I forgot to mention that, which is another thing. I will be wanting to spend a lot of time outside as the weather is finally starting to get better. Our house is just new enough. I haven't had a spring here yet. We moved in the fall, so this is our first spring. And the previous owners had a garden set up out back with a fence around it. And yes, we get deer right up to the window. We get deer. So there's a fence around it, and I am very much looking forward to getting in there and start cleaning it out. It's really overgrown right now. Okay, anyway, let's see. Let's do brutality. Let's see if I can kill anybody today, eh? Let's try it. Sometimes waiting for a match can be a little bit of a wait. So we'll just admire her finery. Look at that. I should cosplay that outfit because I would. Oh, you guys, I should cosplay that. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be fun? Look at her adorbs little outfit. She's even got like a thing off the back of her elbow. I love the contradiction of how brutal the game is, and then she's covered in flowers like Mother Earth. She is not Mother Earth. She's a hag. But who says hags can't be beautiful? Right? So we'll wait for this match to get started. And I've got an ad coming up in about 14 minutes. Normally I pause and let ads do their thing, and I take a break and I come back. But this is a kind of game that once you're in the middle of a match, you can't really pause anything. So it will be a little tricky for that. Oh, I should probably, while we're waiting, go back into Twitch and change my... Let's change my just chatting. Since we're also doing some DVD. By daylight. Done. Let's see if that works. Look at me. Look at me doing stuff. Did it work? Did it update my channel? Okay, let me check my loadout real quick because I forgot. Yes. Here we go. I'm ready. Sort of. Mostly. Kind of. Awesome. Okay, cool beans. One of my favorite things is earning points and crystals and all the various things you get for completing mini challenges and getting new outfits. My matcha tea has gone lukewarm in my cup. But the good thing about matcha tea is that it doesn't matter what temperature it is, it's always delicious. I'm so glad you guys are hanging out with me this morning. Oh, thank you. I gave a shout out. Melly May is the artist who she has a channel too, and she does art on her channel. She's the wife of a fellow streamer as well, friend of mine, an adopted son, Spirited Sloth. We've rather adopted him. And she's also a very talented artist. I actually love when people share their talents on Twitch just as much as I enjoy watching and listening to gaming. I'm not going to chat very well. Oh, what are my skills? Okay, let's see. Say this is the version where you don't know what you're going to get till you get there. And half of these times I don't even know what they are. Crowd control. I don't even know what that does. Blocks a window. Injured survivors suffer from hemorrhage. Blight perk. Okay. I can deal with that. Normally I just like play how I play without really relying on the perks since I don't know what most of them even do. It's still fun though. I tried to put my traps down in less obvious places where people... Oh, I just saw somebody's aura get in a locker. See if they're still up there by the time I get up there. I see you. I see you. I don't know why I could see it, but I did. Let's see if I can get her to a hook in time. No mercy. Unless you tell me I have a pretty hat. If you tell me I have a pretty hat, I might consider letting you go. I actually do have some personal rules. Oh, I see somebody up there again. I don't know what that perk is that's doing it, but I might have to go find it. Oh, look at I can see a person. What the hey? Oops. Oh, I missed my shot to jump on her because I got caught on the railing. I see you. Why are you just standing there? Gotcha. She's also wearing a pretty dress. Why am I seeing all these auras? I have to do some investigation because I must not have a killer that normally sees those. Because I'm not used to it. Hee hee. Oh, hi. Well, hi there. I just want to be friends. Why are you running? Why are you running? I knew I wasn't going to catch her, so I would rather go up here. Oh, there was a, what do you call it on it? What do you call those thingies they can put on a blast mine or something? Oh, she's still there. Oh, it's so funny because even when I'm the killer, I'm so offended on behalf of my victims when their friends do not come and get them off of the hook. I get so mad. You're supposed to go get them. Yeah, you better go get her. A lot of times if I'm just looking for points or I'm trying to work on mini challenge of some kind, I kind of have a rule in my own mind that once they get all the gens powered, I usually let them have their reward. Usually. I hear you. Oh, I haven't been doing my traps. I'm distracted. Gotcha. Let me do more of these. I haven't played the hag in a while. I just heard somebody. Definitely out of practice. A lot of players put... Oh, a person again. Look, why am I seeing that? I'm not going to complain about it. I just don't understand it. I think that's the gearhead perk or something. That is not a hag perk normally. I see you. Mm-hmm. You're trying to run. She's good at running. I'm not falling for that. Where'd she go? Where'd she go? Oh, I lost her. Ah, I see you though. Woo! What are you doing? Oh, nice. Teleport. That was a silly reason to teleport. Gotcha. Oh, I missed you. Sorry. Not my intention. I see you. All right, where's the hook? Uh-oh. Where's a hook? I'm gonna drop her because I can't find a hook. No. No. Any second now. I can do it. I can do it. Oh, just missed it. There's usually a hook back there. But they're very random, so just when you think you know a map, the next time you're on it, it's a little different. Now that's a good teleport. Thank you. Why am I hearing a glowy thing? Oh. She's just distracting me so that other people can work on gens. I know what that trick is. I do it all the time myself. Can you imagine being a survivor hiding in a closet and the killer coming around saying, I see you. I don't know, but I can. Why are you? What? That was way too easy. I'm not playing that well, honestly. Oh, she redid the totem. Well, I'm gonna have to snuff it again. I don't know what it does, but I don't like it. So, snuff you. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is what I keep forgetting to do, guys. I gotta put a trap around here so that when her friends come to get her, I can scare the living poop out of them. That's my favorite. That's my favorite. Watch, I'm gonna let her hit a trap. Oh, that's my favorite. Got you. Get you. Get you. Oh, missed you. And I've already hung her, the other one twice, so. Trying to count. It gives you maximum points to hang everybody at least twice. I mean, obviously, they don't die unless you kill them all the way, and they have to be hung twice before that works. But I don't always play vicious. I do play vicious. But sometimes I'm just in it for the points. So I haven't even seen you. Where have you been? Where have you? Oh, yes, I have. I thought you looked like Dwight from a distance. Follow her scratches. Where'd she go? Where'd she go? Yeah, they got the gates open. Okay, I'm gonna chase them. Oh, okay. You're a new one. You're a new one. Fresh blood. Gotcha. I like the one it's blocking the palette. Gotta keep them working right up to the last second. But I'm gonna let you guys in on my secret. I'm gonna let them out the gate. I am gonna let them get a gate open. I mean, not that I was really stopping them anyway. Obviously. I'm so rusty playing a killer, I forgot to put my traps down. Your pun. You know very little about the gameplay of this, but it seems like I'm killing it. That's right. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Where's the other gate? Oh, there it is. One of the challenges is that I do know this map very well, but because it can be random, sometimes they change. So something you're used to seeing isn't there. Discombobulating. What's she waiting on? Oh, she wants to taunt me. Look, she wants to taunt me. What? What? Why did you just... What? Okay, here's another thing, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. When players point at me, players and survivors, when I'm a survivor and they point at me like that, I don't know what the hell they're trying to tell me to do. I do not know. What's happening? Why is nobody leaving? Come on, guys, leave. I have an ad break coming up and I can pause. If you guys know what pointing is, feel free to tell me. I never understand it. I just don't. They trying to get the other gate open? There they went, finally. There. She's so sweet. I love the hag. You can tell how out of practice I am, though, because I did not actually play that very well at all. But, oh, I forgot. Oh, I forgot. One of my little mini challenges is to get the pallets dropped while I am the killer. Or, wait, which one is it? Oh, Quigs! Quigsby! Yay! Hi, Quigs. I'm just about, I have to take an ad break. But, oh, let me, continue and get out of this for a moment, and I'll go to a break. Quigsby! I talked for like 45 whole minutes or like 50 minutes about the future of my channel and why I have an avatar now and all kinds of stuff, but I don't want to have to repeat myself, so maybe I'll do a little summary up and on my Discord channel. So, but anyway, since I'm on a break for 2 minutes and 22 seconds, I am going to hit a BRB and go get a bio break and check on my dog. And I will be back momentarily. Let me find the right button. Okay, I think I'm back. Relearning everything with an avatar. Although, you guys, I have to at least tell you this much. While I'm playing, I keep looking at the camera as though I need to talk to you guys, and then I keep forgetting you guys can't see me, so it will take a little bit of getting used to. But I like it. I think I like it. I can still share every now and again when Effie gets up on the couch with me. And I may, too, like if I'm doing crafty stuff. Sorry, distracted. Check myself. Here we go. Doing crafty stuff. A lot of what I'm hoping I can figure this out, that I will have my avatar up with a little mouth moving. I like to watch your eyebrows. Boing. Up they go. Up. I like watching her eyebrows go up. Sable only adds luxury milk to her coffee because hippos have pink milk. I didn't know hippos have pink milk, but I don't know why that's specific to Sable, who is a Survivor character in this game, by the way. Sable, who I do love to play. You have another... I don't get the joke. Hippos really do have pink milk. Why does Sable use hippo milk? That's not a joke. That's really a question. Waiting on a match. Cringe jokes while we wait. You know that if you smoke a Survivor in the basement, only the nurse will suffocate after all she has her last breath. That's a perk joke, right? Oh, she is very wheezy. When I'm playing Survivor, a lot of times I don't know what the killer is until I literally lay eyes on them. But I hear the nurse. I hear the nurse coming a mile away. So I'm going to do the hag again because I was so distracted by my own avatar that I wasn't playing her very well. So let's do it again. My other favorite Survivor is Killer is Trapper. Do you know why there are no other animals in the DBD except crows and rats? Because the Demogorgon and the alien would be chasing them instead of the survivors. Oh, there's one that can go. Oh, let's see. Look, I deleted it. I'm so proud of me. Unless, did you do that, Salt, or did I do it? Yay! I saw a little sword in the corner. Nice. Thank you. Yay, Salt. Make sure I have, yes, I do. It's brutality. Okay, I also forgot. What am I supposed to be doing? I'm supposed to break pallets. You guys, I didn't break a single pallet in that last match. Oh, silly me. I even have brutality on as my perk, which means every time I break something, I break through a door or I break a pallet. I think also if I break a generator, I get extra points for being brutal. That's my understanding anyway. Do you know the difference between the farm map and the Gideon meat processing plant? There is only one evil pig in the meat plant. What do you play Killers or Survivors? Trident, do you play DBD? I'm assuming you have plenty of DBD jokes, so you must. But now I do know that killer. That is Michael. The Shape. He's called The Shape in the game, but we all know that's Michael Myers. We all know. All right, let's do some more traps. I was way off my trap game, y'all. Way off. I try not to put traps in the most obvious spots because it doesn't catch them by surprise because they know to expect it. Anyway, this is the map anyway. See what I mean? He's called The Shape in the game. But this is Michael Myers. That's a copyright thing though, I think. Oh, I do like to put them by totems, so people kneeling down to do it. I like to do them in doorways. Well, they're trying to run from me. I don't think there are any survivors on this one. Where did they all go? Where are you go? Oh, I see you. They found a trap. Come on, Hag. Move your little legs. Move them. Move your little legs. Oh. I jumped over to him because he also touched one of my traps. Got it. This time I can bust this one. Get extra points. There we go. Drop or chop. Oh, he's going to run over another one. I don't need to teleport, though. So I'm already hot on his trail. Oh, gotcha. How convenient of you. Very convenient of him to land right next to a hook for me. That was very considerate. Let's put some traps down. So when your buddies come to get you, maybe I'll get one of your buddies. Maybe. What are my thoughts on Chucky? I like him as a killer. I haven't played him as a killer. I didn't ever purchase that DLC. But I don't mind playing against him when I'm a survivor. He's short, so he's hard to see. But I think that's a plus for the killer. Teleport. Why am I not teleporting? What in the world? Maybe I was too far away. Maybe that wasn't a trap. No, it was. Oh. Okay, again, what does this even mean? What does it mean? Why? I don't get it. It confuses me when people do fancy things in the game, and because why? Just play. Stop trying to talk to me. I'm busy. I got things to do. Stop trying to be my friend or whatever it is you're doing. What is happening? Oh, wow, that was me. That was on me, but thank you for the pallet. Okay, go ahead and go get him. Go get him. No. Oh, there's two of you. Hi. We're having a porch party. Well, there just happens to be a little hooky-doo. Little hooky-doodle. Let's just do it. Yay. Okay, Dwight I've hit twice. She's a once. That's Nia. I know, but why is he dancing? He's supposed to be running from me, and I'm supposed to chase him, right? So why did he stop and take the time to dance at me? I don't get it. Now, at the end of things, a lot of times they teabag you to be a little smart aleck. Oh, did she fall? Nope. Oh, I heard a teleport option. Oops. Oh, I missed. Okay. I'm so glad I got that on camera, because not only did she drop a pallet for me and a teleport, I also got her. That was a threefer. You guys, 3 important things all happened at the same time. I see you over there. That was awesome. Get on there. Okay, that's 2 for her. Occasionally, I mean, for the most part, I play a killer in such a way that, because unless I'm trying to adept them, which means like you get an achievement for killing all 4 people with only the base perks. I was trying to get a 3-fer again. Just the base perks that come with each character. If you're a survivor and you use their basic perks. Oops. Where'd she go? Oh, where'd she? I hear you. I don't see you. Oh. Hi, you're going to get me a pallet? Go ahead. Go ahead. Thank you. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Adapting. There is an achievement for surviving as a survivor with only the basic perks that come with that person. And that's called adapting them. And the same with a killer. If you only use their base perks that come with them naturally, and you kill all 4 people. So if I'm trying to do something specific that requires a certain number of sacrifices or whatever, is when I heavily will kill people. But for the most part, I'm one of those killers that... I mean, I play hard. I play for realsies. But once you power the gates, for the most part, I figure you've earned your escape. I'll let you go. Unless you want to be a dick. And I have had players just make me mad because they're being a dick. Like, they're purposely doing things teabagging and being rude. Well, see, now I've already got both of you guys. So I'm not going to try to hang him again. But I will injure you because it gives me points. Thank you. Ooh, only one more. I just heard you go in that locker. Are you gonna trying to jump out at me? You dummy! Now come on. Even little baby people know. All right, I'm gonna break my own rule. I'm gonna hang him because he's gonna die now. You're not supposed to jump in a locker in earshot of a killer because now they're gonna know you're in there. I feel like you did that on purpose. Let's go scope. Sometimes I think survivors throw a game or act like they're throwing a game. Like, oh, I wasn't really trying to win. By dancing around and stuff. And then acting like, oh, I just let you kill me. Sometimes I think that. Maybe they're doing that. Okay, why is nobody on any gens? Oh. There were somebody on a gen. I hear you. I hear you. Poor thing. Oh, I haven't looked down here. I forgot this place has a basement. Aha! Oh my god, I guessed right. The only reason I guessed that is because if somebody stops working on a gen, a lot of times they go hide in a locker very nearby, waiting for the killer to leave. Where the heck? Oh, that one's broken because I killed somebody on it already. Oh, she got down. Oh, she's going to be so excited. Oh, she got to escape. Isn't that fun? Because I couldn't find a hook. Why did you... Oh, thank you. I need one more, I think. Yay! Oh, what? Why did you... The behavior is confusing me, but that's nothing new. I hear a trap being triggered. Oh, and you also conveniently right at a little hook. These players are being very nice to me. I think that's her first one. Oh. You're making it so easy to hurt you, and I'm trying not to hang you. All right, you know what? Sorry. I might accidentally get all of them. Accidentally. Looking for a hook. Looking for a hook. Can I get there in time? Rolling the dice. Their wiggles make you get thrown all over the place. You guys, I seriously was going to let them have their gate. They only have one gen left, but they kept running in front of me really slow. I mean, I'm trying to be a considerate psychopath. I'm trying. Well, hi! Where is the fourth person? Have I even seen the fourth one? They're probably the one hiding in all the lockers and... I'll come back and get that one later. Gotcha. It's so funny when you injure them and they have to finish their action before they can fall down. Right now I've only hung her once, so this won't kill her yet. But whoever is hiding... Oh! Oopsie, I miscounted that one. I thought I only hung her twice. See what I say? I might actually get all 4 of them by accident. Okay, now that 3 of the 4 survivors have died, the last one does not have to get the generator. A hatch opens up, and they can jump through the hatch and escape that way. So now we're both... I'm looking for it, and she should be looking for it. Although the way Fuff often plays is she will hide out, wait for the killer to find the hatch and close it, and then she tries to work the gate and get out anyway. That's how she does it. And that never works out for me personally. Oh, hi! Found you! Yeah, I haven't seen you through the whole game. And I don't know if that makes me think you're a good player, that you've been working without being seen, or if you've been making all of your players do all of the work while you hide behind bushes. And if that's the case, I don't feel guilty about what I'm about to do. Oh, sorry, let me catch up. Chat. Jack's caring about the other team players' experience while also trying to kill them is so wholesome. I mean, because I play Survivor too, you know? So I get it. If I was a Survivor, I'd want Jax to be my killer. Aww. Yeah, and Clever Fuff. She plays in ways that is like so next level that I can't even wrap my head around it. And then Jazz, oh my God, you guys, when we play Survivors together, the 4 of us have the best time. Me and Dan and Fuff and Jazz. And Jazz will take it upon himself he's such a clown. And it's my favorite thing when we're playing together. I got my challenges, so I'm going to go cash him in when we're playing together. And he's laughing out loud because he's so good at getting the killer's attention and then juking and dropping things and flashlights. He's a master with the flashlights. I cannot get the hang of a flashlight to save my life. That's to save my life. Get it? Oh my God. Oh man, you guys, I cannot do flashlights. Okay, let's see. What do I want to do next? I'll do this one. Earn 100,000. That shouldn't be too tough. It helps that I'm doing the chaos level, the chaos shuffle that automatically gives you this bonus. Oh, you can't see it because my avatar is blocking it. I don't know how to move my avatar. Nope, I didn't move her. Oh well. If I could, I would, but I don't know how to move her. So anyway, behind her is the bonus that you can get for... All right, I need more points. So I need this offering, depending on what I offer. Hunting, sacrifice, devious. I'm a little fuzzy on the specifics, but I think devious means using the traps and the teleport thingies. part of the reason I'm doing the hag is because I love her outfit so much. But my other favorite killer is Trapper and the brand new one called the Unknown. Oh my gosh. I love the Unknown so much because it's sort of an amalgamation of the top 3 killers that I love to play anyway. There's teleporting and like stealthy stuff, all kinds of cool stuff. So, but I love the hag's new outfit. Sacrifice. Now we'll go devious. Okay. I'm ready. Anyway, so when Jazz plays, and a lot of times he'll play Nick Cage just because the Nick Cage character is just a goofball anyway. But once you level a character or a survivor up by 3 levels in this blood web, and I'll show the blood web if you select things in here, and this is where you get your perks and various things. As you earn blood points, you spend them here. And these are perks and various other add-ons and stuff that you can add to your basics. Once you level up, you see my hag is a level 3. Once you level her up through the blood web 3 times, any character, it opens up their perks to all of your other characters can now show up in the blood web. So like this is a xenomorph perk, but it's in the blood web because I've opened that up. By leveling her up 3 times, which I never thought I was going to do. The xenomorph is very tricky for me to play. I also have adapted the xenomorph, which I did not think I would be able to do. Ooh. The hag gets the locker perk. I'll take it. Now, it doesn't matter in this one, the version that I'm playing right now, because the Chaos Shuffle, which is just a temporary one, I get random perks. I don't get to choose what perks I use. But it gives you the bonus, and that's fun. You actually wish there were more movies of some of these killers because the Unknown is so creepy. Yeah, and I believe the Unknown is game specific, I think. But Fuff and Jazz both told me some of the things that the Unknown says may be a nod, maybe an homage to some creepy killer, some internet known that I am unaware of. But they said it sounded like there's a creepy monster or something that is a general internet-based knowledge. Except for me, because I'm not hip. And I don't keep up with internet-based stuff very well. Hell, I don't even keep up with stuff in general very well. So my kids keep me informed. They help keep me relevant. You got Thing vibes. Oh, I didn't even think of that, Salt. Yeah, Thing vibes from the Unknown. Yeah, you're right about that. I bet you're right. Yeah, just sort of an amalgam of many famous killer traits, I would think. She's so sweet. I love playing her. And she's so little. Brightly colored now at the moment. But these are all my killers. You can see the Huntress. I've never even leveled her up once because she hums and sings through the whole match. And my autistic sensory overload of her singing through the whole thing I cannot do. Even when she's the killer, I have to turn my headphones way down because oh Lord, I just cannot. Oh my gosh, I forgot the other one I love to play is Nemesis. I might switch to him after. I wasn't going to play this for very long, but now I'm into it, so I love playing him because he's so nonplussed about grabbing people and sticking them on the hook. He just picks them up and throws them. He just throws them on the hook, and it's the most hysterical thing. I just laugh. Oh, I love playing him for that. Who else do I play? And the Wraith. I do play the Wraith. Not my fave, but I can play him. I just recently got Blight because I got that skin. I got the Resident Evil skin for him. I'm not very good at playing him, but I did kill, oh gosh, I hope I don't play the Blight now because I was on the Blight when no, phew. Good. But in this Chaos Shuffle, I actually got 4 kills as the Blight, which blew my mind. I did not think I would ever, because the Blight is very tricky for me also. But I got 4 kills, but I didn't get my achievement because you're supposed to get 4 kills with their base perks. And because of the Chaos Shuffle, you get random perks. So it didn't count for that. But I don't care. I was still proud of myself. I was like, oh my gosh, I did it. Couldn't believe it. There are some killers I thought I'm never going to be able to adapt them. Are you kidding? But I have. I have a few of them. Xenomorph. Made me want to throw my controller trying to get. And my hubby's like, honey, you don't have to get the achievements. And I'm like, I know, but it's my completionist self. I try so hard. I was trying to let it go. Just let it go. Just let it go. It's not that important. And I was about to just give up on the game all completely. But then I got it. Couldn't believe it. I was very happy. In order to get points in Devious, I need to do a lot of traps. I like to put them in pinch points where people are going to be running to escape me. I hear you. Where'd she go? Where's her red marks? Where'd her scratch marks go? Oh, I feel so cheated. All right, I'll chase you instead. Oh, you're back. Let me try again. They never expect you to go through the window. Why does she not have any red marks? There they are. I didn't think she was in there. That would have been silly. Oh my goodness, you're just trying to get him. Oh, okay. I hear you. Did you guys hear that? I heard it. They haven't triggered one of my traps yet. Not one. Tricksy hobbitses. There's one. Oh, there we go. Sometimes if you're too far away, you can't teleport. I see you. Whee! Oh, that's tempting, but I'm gonna stay on my prey. Bird in the hand. Where'd she go? Huh. I hear somebody crying. She couldn't have gotten too far. Ha! Oh, that'll give me a little bit of a boost. Oh. That's on me. I should. Oh, and she has a flashlight and I still fell for it. Look at me. Oh, pardon me. I'm like a player's dream. It's like, oh, they're gonna be so excited they got to blind a killer. I respect you and your flashlight skills, lady. I do, young miss. I appreciate you. I see you. And I don't mean see you. I just mean I see you. Oh, I love when that happens. She got me and I got her at the same time. Oh, isn't that the best? Where's the freaking hook? I know I saw one. Okay, I gotta look at your outfit, though. Real quick, just let me look. Who wears leg warmers and flip-flops? Okay, well. Can't stick around too long because they're little bar fills and they can get themselves down. I've always wanted to try it, though. I've always wanted to just stand there and watch them get down because they're bar fills. But I don't want to be one of those killers that, like, face camps. That's the point of having the bar. Is to discourage a killer from face camping like that, but I've never actually seen it in action. Oh no, you are not gonna run right over to her. I'm right here. Why didn't you try to chase me off first? You silly girl. Her friend was trying to take the hit. Oh, she got me. I forgot she has a flashlight. Oh no. Didn't make me drop my person, though, so that's cool. I respect you, though. I respect. I'm going to let you go because you flashlighted me twice, and I'm impressed. You may go about your business. I got to find the ones I haven't seen yet. Yep. Oh, I love grabbing people off the gens. I love it. Is that weird of me? But I do. I love it. Oh, dude. Sorry, I was not looking at chat. You 100 Elden Ring? Saul, are you kidding me? That is amaze balls. Bust this, cuz. That's your flex for the day. That's awesome. Wow. Oh, I forgot to put traps down under my victims, you guys. I'm so busy blabbing. That is so awesome, Salt. It sounded like I was going to say that is awesome sauce. But I was saying that's awesome, Salt. That really is. That is an accomplishment. Okay, I haven't seen anybody in a while. Time for more traps. I see you. How many times have I hung you? I forgot to be counting. Yeah, get you before you drop that on me. I guess we'll find out. If I accidentally kill her, we'll find out. Oh, I got stuck in a rock. That was your chance. You could have gotten very far away from me. Did I get her? Oh, I missed her. Are you kidding? Do. Just out for the morning jog. Was that a teleport? Nope. I lost her again. I hear her, though. I guess I'll chase you. There are 2 players. No, 1. Oh, there's 2 Michaelas. That's why. Oh. It's hard to count when you have 2 characters that look exactly alike. You're the one with the flashlight. I'm gonna chase you anyway. You seem to be asking for it. I think you want to flashlight me. I think her outfit might be a little different. You guys are annoying. Just a little something to remember me by. Gates are on both are on the same side of the map. That's only your first and only playthrough? You mean you won't be playing Elden Ring again? Is that what you mean? First and only? You got enough what you were looking for out of it the first time through? Don't you flashlight thingy me. Don't you flashy thingy me. Gotcha. I'll let you crawl though. Go ahead. Oh, hi. Gotcha. Oh, all right. Go ahead and get your little flashy thingy. Aren't you proud of yourself? Awws. The entity hungas. I'm going to play Nemesis because it's so funny. Oh, and the cool thing too is because I'll be playing Nemesis with random perks. I actually didn't even look at what my perks were on that one. Half these I don't know anyway, so that's why sometimes they just surprise me and I'm like, oh, what's that doing? Must be a perk I don't know. So funny. Oh, did I play through an ad? No, I didn't. 19 minutes. Oh my gosh, I'm going to end up having done a pretty good length of a stream after all. Okay, let's see what I unlocked. Oh, I do not have the Trickster. Sometimes it's hard for me to want to invest in a killer buying the DLC because when I'm a survivor, I hate playing against them so much that it's like, why would I want to play that killer? I hate that killer. That doesn't make any sense. But that's my brain. It doesn't make any sense. All right, let's see. Oh, I should look at my dailies too. With the clown, hit 4 intoxicated survivors. And with the hillbilly chainsaw, 3 survivors. Guys, I'm going to give it to you straight. I will never be able to chainsaw 3 survivors. I can't figure out the ding-dang chainsaw. I can't figure it out. I just can't. Oh, look. Chase survivors for a total of 180 seconds. I was just going to play Nemesis anyway. Okay, then. Where is he? This would be working on a daily while I am at it. I wish he had cooler outfits. The only one you can get for him is this, like, glowy looking thing. Which is cool looking. I have an outfit like that for the hag. But, not worth the beans. Not worth the glowy thingies. What are these called up here? Orc cells. Not worth spending. All right, let's see what he's got in here. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to do this. Zombie movement speed. Oh, let's do that one. Unlock auras. Removes 1 supply case. Okay, that seems mean, but I'll do it. And, oh, he's got bloody party streamers. Okay, that just gives me 100% blood points in all categories. Since my Rift challenge is trying to get 100,000 points or something like that. Yeah, daily challenge just for me. Oh my gosh. So, Salt, have you played this at all? DBD, have you played it at all? You said you don't really get into PvP. I don't normally either. And I'll be honest. I don't even know why I enjoy this game like I do. I seriously don't. Most of the time, I'm so frustrated I don't even know. And my kids will vouch. How many times I go, why do I even play this game? I don't know why I do. But it has helped immensely having the Rift challenges, because I feel like even as a survivor, if I don't get out the gate, I'm still earning points. I'm still doing challenges and I'm accomplishing things. So, oh, you picked it up free at one point. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know what the charm is for me, other than you can still play and not accomplish the end goal, which is like as a killer to kill everybody. You don't have to kill everybody to earn points and enjoy yourself. And as a survivor, you don't have to get out the gate to earn points and enjoy yourself. So your PvP brain doesn't have an optimistic side. Yeah, I normally don't. Maybe there's a level of role play in it that it's not me picking on other players. It's the killer picking on other players. Therefore, I can put myself in the killer's shoes, or vice versa. Although I have come across many people. For the most part, everybody just plays the game the way it's meant to be played. But I have, on occasion, come across people that extend the gameplay by being as psychopathic as possible, like downing everybody and just letting everybody crawl till they die, or the doctor skill where they can zap you with electricity and just zap you over and over and over and over again, even though there's no point to it. It's just shocking. And or people will pick you up, walk you to the gate and drop you, and then, oh, I guess they're going to let me crawl out. And then they pick you up again and drop you again and pick you up and drop you. People like that are very, very tricky for me. I usually will log off and I don't play the game for several days because I have to get away from that. It's like the game brings out the psychopath in actual people or something. Either you win or you're yeeting your controller at some point. I feel ya. I do. I feel you. I think my favorite way to play is with the family. Oh, gosh, nobody even did because as survivors, as a team, we have so much fun goofing around. And, I mean, we play seriously, but also we do play at hiding in lockers if necessary, or sneaking around. And we're always getting each other off of hooks. And sometimes we don't even get any gens done. So, but we do try to play and get out. And I think, and I've asked my hubby too, like, why do we even, okay, what are my perks? I don't even know. Insidious. I think that makes me quiet if I don't move. I mean, that makes me invisible. I don't even know what this one is. Survivors who exit lockers are exposed. Oh, that happens to me as a survivor all the time, and I've never known why. Now I know. Gotta keep an eye out see my zombies in the distance. They tell me they start going after survivors. Do you see that zombie has his arms out like he's trying to chase somebody down? So I'm going to go over there. Because I think that was a hint. I think somebody's around here. I will go over there in a minute, though. That's what the zombies are for. They're sort of a backup. Hint for where players are if they're in the distance. Did a zombie get you? I don't know what that is. That was weird. Oh, were they in a locker? Oops. I didn't mean, I thought you were, oh, there she is. I thought my zombie was a person. He does feel slow and plodding to play, and this is a huge map for him. I like playing him on smaller maps. But he feels like he's slow, but he does cover a lot of ground. There's some very old scratch marks. Somebody go down here? Where the heck is everybody? I will find you. Oh, why are you not running? Why is she not running? Oops, I missed. Why is she... I'm gonna practice my tentacle since she's not running. What is happening? I don't get it. Players confused me. You're supposed to be running in fear for your life. What, am I not scary enough? Maybe I'm not scary enough. Yeah, looks like another zombie over there hunting somebody down. You see that? Oh, there's somebody over there too. Bash this door down. Oh. Oh, there she is. Get a little... Oh, what the heck? Why did she die? She must have sacrificed herself. Because you can make yourself... If somebody picks you up off of the hook... You have to get them on a hook twice, and then by the third hook will kill them. But that was her first hook. She should not have died, but you can speed up the process by trying to get off the hook. I wonder if she's newish. If that player is a newish. All right, let's watch his technique. Whoopsie, I crawled through the window. That's not what I meant to do. I'm trying to pick her up. Let's see. Pick her up. Pick her up. Where's the button? There it is. Watch how he just slams her onto the hook. This is my favorite part. He just grabs her by the ass and then just goes like... Blonk. Why is that so funny? I don't know. Well, I got a kill. I don't know. She might be newish because I'll tell you, at the bottom of the screen when you're on the hook, it says try to unhook yourself. And if you do that, it actually, if you miss, I mean, if you only have a very, very, very tiny chance of freeing yourself. It's like 4% chance. And people that are playing that are newish may think the game is saying, no, go ahead and try. And really, what should be happening is that you don't do that unless you're desperate. Like if you're the last player in the game and you're on a hook and you're going to die anyway. Where'd she... Uh-oh, am I? Uh-oh, I think I'm getting booted. I think I'm lagging out. I think. Because that was weird. Or she is. She lagged out maybe for a second. Maybe that was it. I was punching her, nothing was happening. I don't know what the perk is telling me. Oh. Dead end. Here's somebody, I think. Yep. Oh, there's somebody. What's... See, I can see an aura again, and I don't know why. But okay. Ooh, missed again. I don't usually mess with the tentacle, but... it works for breaking things. Where'd you go, you clever thing? I see you. Have I hung you yet? Oh, I can't remember. I don't think I have. I don't think I have. Let's hang her up here for a... Oh, cool. Look at the thing up. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. What's that cool thing up there? What's that? Look at that. Up on the water tower. Is that specific to... I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's cool looking. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Trying to kill people. Okay. That's right. Got it. Oh, I see you guys. Have I hung you yet? I don't think so. Oh, clever. Oh. Where'd you go now? Ha, gotcha. As far as like farming for points, oh, we've got an ad coming up in like 4 minutes, but I'm gonna have to play through because I can't pause this game. Oh, sore loser, you think is what was going on? Saltwise, she like died early and didn't need to. I do think that does happen too. I very rarely quit a match. I have though, like when I feel like I'm being singled out cruelly. In fact, I had to quit a game recently, a match, as a survivor because a survivor was picking on me. What the hell is that? I don't even get it. The survivor, I don't know what I did. I don't know why. Maybe it was random and he was just in a mood, or that's just how he likes to play. I don't know. Yeah, very, very toxic is a good word for it. But I got hung really close to him. And he was doing a gen anyway, even though I was hanging there. Oh, have I even seen you? Can't remember. I think so. And rather than try to get me down off the hook, he was just doing the gen. And I was like, okay, well, you do you. I guess that's your thing. Can I reach? Oh, so close. But then once I got... At one point, he stopped doing the gen and came over to me on the hook and kept putting his hands up like he was gonna get me. And then his hands back down again. And did not get me. And over and over and over and over, just pretending to get me and then not getting me. I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get that. That's weird. You and I are supposed to be trying to work together to get out. Why are you teabagging me on the hook as a survivor? If the killer wants to do that, at least it makes a little more sense. And I wasn't going to put up with that nonsense. So I did leave that match, which is what the button is for that kind of nonsense. Ain't nobody got time for that. Come on, you guys only have one gen left. What is taking you so long? It's not like I hear you. Oh, practice my Yeah, I did it. I'm not very good at the tentacle. But sometimes when you get a long stretch in front of you, you get a chance to aim and shoot. Oh, she got me. Good job. I'm always so proud of myself when I pallet a killer. Oh, it's so satisfying. So I can't. Whoop! Hi. I wasn't expecting. Oh, how many times have I hung her? Oopsie. I think this will be her second. Wait, maybe these white hooks are. Let's find out if this hook has some sort of. This has happened before. I think these might be scourge hooks, and I think it kills them on the second hook, maybe, or something. I'm gonna have to Google that because I think that was only your second hook, and that happened to me in one of the previous matches. I hooked somebody, and I thought it was only their second, and they died anyway. I could be wrong. I am frequently wrong, or misinformed at least, or I misunderstand. They are scourge hooks. You've heard that term. Yeah, I'm just not sure what they do either. Actually, let's see if it says anything. Here we go. You start the trial with 4 tokens, 1 for each survivor. If a gen is available when that survivor is hooked on a scourge hook, you lose a token. The generator with the most progress explodes, instantly losing progress and starts to regress. Nope, that doesn't have anything to do. No. Huh, there doesn't seem to be anything that has to do with how many times you hang a person. So maybe I must have miscounted. I never entirely feel guilt. Oh, look, my zombies are going. Yeah, zombies. Yeah, do your job. That's right. I'll tell you what I am going to do, though, because she got the gate open. Punch the zombie. Get out of here. I'm going to let her go. I'll tell you. She worked her butt off during this match. And she did the gate even though that zombie was on top of her. She's earned that. I'm going to let her go. Oh, yeah. I got 2 kills that I didn't actually even quite mean to get, so. Oh, and I got my daily. Oh, that's right. I forgot what I was supposed to chase anybody for 180 seconds. I did that. I have 70,000 blood points. Yes, ma'am, I do. I'm going to take another quick break. Ads for 2 minutes and 9 seconds. And I will be back momentarily. I'm going to find my let's go to the lobby one. There we go.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Okie dokie, back from break. Thank you for being patient during ad breaks. I think I'm going to do one more match. And then I will call my stream for the day. I'm debating if I am in the mood to try. I haven't played Unknown in a really long time. And I am trying to get, I say her because, even though it's unknown, but she identifies as a female. I got her this Adorbs outfit. The bow in her hair. Thank you for the follow, Kishira. Am I saying your name right, Kishira? Are you a Dead by Daylight player by any chance? I am working on, since I have 1,000,000 blood points, I'm going to spend a few. I am trying to get her 3rd level. I play all of the survivors kind of equally, and I spread their perks across each other. And I usually collect the same set of perks and just use them on the same survivor. Wait, let me try that again. Different survivors, but I collect the same perks and kind of play always, no matter what survivor I'm playing. I usually have about the same kind of perks because I'm good at some of them and I'm not so good at other ones like flashlights and stuff. So, but I pretty much focus my killer play on just 3 or 4. Ooh. Got her the purple xenomorph one. I'll take it. So I haven't really worked too hard to get many killers that are 3 levels because I kind of just focus on the skills that I like that the killers come with. And I have not played killer in a long time. So I haven't played any of these. I'll take the Mori, ooh, Bloody Streamer, yay! I'll take that. Because I am still trying to get another 30,000 blood points to get my next challenge. So that will help. You always find things that imitate humans to hunt or kill humans. Super creepy, right? The uncanny valley. I love that. I do love creepy. I do. I prefer creepy versus bloody. If I do scary movies and stuff, I'm actually surprisingly difficult to scare. Or I'm easily startled, like in real life noises, and I have a strong startle response. But when it comes to watching movies or especially reading books, I don't get scared. I do get creeped out, and that's cool. But even movies, I'd rather be psychologically creeped out. It's far more powerful to me. And I would rather do that to other people. I'd rather make people go, whoa, that's so creepy, than to be like, gross. Because gross is easy. It's just bloody. Yeah, gore is. Agreed, yeah. Even if it's in imitating physically or something as simple as speaking like a human to lure, yeah. You find gore more funny than scary. Yeah, gore to me is too. Now, that being said, I love a good creepy special effects makeup and zombies with bloody stuff on them and stuff, but I do like the I missed the bloody streamer there. I wasn't paying attention. I do like to do special effects makeup that's gross, creepy gross. But not for the purposes of spurting blood and, stuff like that. Like, that's low-hanging fruit. Anybody can do gross. can write in a way that's off-putting because it's violence. I prefer creepy to violence. Let's see. I think I will have survivors begin the trial weekend. That's acceptable to me. What's this other one? Decreases teleport cooldown. When created, the decoy has the same terror radius and red stain as the unknown. Let me try that. Give me cryptid type horror over jump scares any day. Agreed, Quigs, for sure. Yeah. Very much my thing. Very much my thing. So I actually, not very many people know I've actually been published more in horror than I have in sci-fi or fantasy. I have more publishing credits there. But I'm very psychological horror. And zombies. I love zombies. Zombies kind of come in and out of, like, and vampires come in and out of, like, what's vogue. And sometimes people are like, oh, zombies are so overdone. Or vampires are so overdone or whatever. And they come in and out of favor. But I love zombies. I love writing about them. I love contemplating them. I love coming up with reasons why they exist. That's my favorite in the horror genre. But I also love cryptid stuff too. Mystery monsters and stuff like that. So, what she got? I forgot already. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, I haven't played her in so long. She's all twisted. All you're saying, nightmare fuel for me was A Fire in the Sky. Was that a movie? Oh, is that a movie, Fire in the Sky? And was it about alien abduction or something? Oh, I'm having very foggy. Yes. Okay. Yeah, movie. And it wasn't it based on the account, the real account of the couple of guys that were abducted or tracked or whatever their experience was, right? Wasn't that based on? Yes. Okay. I wanted to make sure I was aligning my memories with, yeah, and I'm pretty sure I've seen that movie. I'm sure I've seen it. And it has stuck with me enough like I remember about it. And I think, if I remember correctly, it started me on a path, maybe, because there's a term, not abducted, but those people that believe they have been abducted, they have a name for themselves. And I can't recall what it is at the moment. And I have a feeling it was mentioned in that movie. You remember walking in on your parents watching it when you were younger to a bunch of people in, being in skin cocoons. Yeah, in the movie. Your parents weren't in skin cocoons. But they were in the movie. Yeah. Now I have to watch that again. I'll have to find that. I get inspiration from the most random places. And it usually sneaks up on me. Like, I'm not even there on purpose. Like, I haven't chosen a movie on purpose to be inspired, or I haven't visited a place on purpose hoping to find inspiration. It usually comes from me. I'm just doing my thing, showing up or exploring or being curious about something. And in the middle of that experience, I get a gem. I mean, a germ, not a gem. Not all my ideas are gems, but I get a germ of an idea that I want to expand on. Not all my ideas are gems, that's for sure. I usually do a little bit of research too then. I experience a thing and then I go, I need to find out more about this. And then in the act of trying to find out more, there's just so much stuff that you can turn into stories or characters or... Okay, do I have a little totem over here? I do. All right, what are my perks? Deer Stalker. I know that one. This is the one. Oh. You put them in the dying state. They all are hindered. Fresh blood marks are... Oh, discernible. Bloodhound. Cool. The blade hurt. Block pellets from being pulled down. Okay. Have you seen my dog? Where are you? Hello? I hear you. Gotcha. Oh, where'd you go? Where'd you go? There you are. I see your purple head. You're just so purple. It's only my favorite color. Oh, missed ya. Where'd you go? Oh, he's wily. Oh, I missed him twice. He knows how to bob and weave. Look at him go. Oh, and then he lost me too. Aw. Isn't that fun? I didn't get to smash the thingy, so let's do that. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Now that when I'm playing her one of her perks is when you smash a... Oh, look at... is there two of you? Why are you both purple? Oop. Oh, my lord. I was beginning to think I was never going to hit anybody. Oh, hi. Aren't you brave? You just keep working on that, Jen, even though your friends are running around being crazy. Oh, come on. Come on now. Get out of there. Come on. There's the button. It's the button on the right. There we go. This weapon is shorter, and therefore her reach is a little shorter than some of the other ones I've been playing. Oh, she is really throwing me around. I saw you. There you are. See if I can get you over there. Okay, oop, get up there. That's 3. The Jake character I haven't hung yet. Oh man, no kidding. Look at that blood and everything. Boy, I have to research what killer has this perk. It's a good one. It's one thing about this chaos mode is you learn about... Oop, my thingy didn't swing. There we go. Perks you wouldn't normally know about. Okay, this is for sure her second, right, you guys? Is there a closer hook? Where's the... She's gonna get away because I can't find a hook. What the hey? Is it just me, or are these hooks really, really far away? When we play as a family and one of us gets down, it's always the most oh, hi again. Bless your little pea-picking heart. Bless your heart. You got away and then I got you anyway. Where are the hell are the hooks? Oh, here's one. This is the only second one if she dies. Okay, no, we're good. I have been miscounting all day. Somebody better go get her. You meanies. Don't be selfish. Oh, All right, I'm going to hang you too. I don't know if you're going to be able to help each other if you get too hung. But I got to hang you. It's the oh, I'm going to be able to get you. This is 2 for Leon. All right, Jake. I feel so satisfied now I can get Jake too. Oh no, I'm going to accidentally get more kills because they're not going to be able to get each other. Oh no. I didn't mean to be so good at it. Oh, good. They got... Oh, somebody go get... Oh, nobody got Vivid. Aw, you big meanies. Now I'm going to kill all of you because you didn't get your friend. Poor Vivid. She's the one that got away, too. Now I'm mad. All right, Leon. You're up next, buddy. You could have tried. Well, to be fair, Leon was hooked, so he couldn't have tried. To be fair. Still. Now they're not getting the other guy. You better go get him. You jerks. You jerks. They're just going to let him hang, aren't they? They are. Oh my... Oh, they got him. Thank God. I was going to be so mad. I know, you were just trying to heal him. I get you. I feel you. All right, that's 2 for you. That's 2 for everybody. Squeeze in between these trees here. I'll just hang around for a sec. Oh no! Oh, you know what I just realized is happening? Because they're hanging so long, they're going to 2nd level. So when I hang them, it's like their 3rd time. That's what is happening. I didn't mean to kill you, Jake. I'm so sorry. But now, to be fair, I'm going to have to kill everybody else. I mean, that's... Not, I don't make the rules, okay? I do not make the rules. I hear you. There's 3. Where'd you go? Although I will get some good points, so that's a bonus. Oh, look, a hook right here. How very convenient. You're just gonna put you right up there. Ah, there we go. Okay. Now we got 1 left. See if I can find a hatch. Where would you put a hatch if you were the game devs?
Is this yours?
A lot of times they put it near a killer shack. This goes far. Oh, dude! I have to let her escape because there's an achievement for, even though everybody's dead, if you do the last gen and you get the gate open. So she finished a gen instead of trying to find the hatch. That's impressive. I wonder if she did that on purpose. Apple killer. I think in order for me to open the gate on her behalf, though, I think I have to close the hatch. I guess I'll damage it even though... Well, she hasn't done the last gen yet. I'm wondering if she's doing a gen instead of looking for a hatch. That's impressive. Oh, I think I just saw red marks. And I teleported right past him. Still, that's ballsy. I'm impressed. I kind of want her to do the last gen. So she can get the achievement to open the gate. So I think in order for it to trigger, I have to do the hatch, and I haven't found it yet. Oh, I hear it. I hear it. I hear it. There it is. I'm going to close this. Oh, no. Actually, I think I did it backwards. I think in order for her to do the last gen, because now she can't because they're blocked. I might have done that wrong. Regardless. I'm going to let her go. Because she worked hard. And she got the gate open. Look. That's brave. Wow. Gotta kill her now. Yeah. I let her go. It would have been... I would have had to run and... like, go chase her. It's just too much effort. So... But I got my points. Yay! That was fun. Boy, I haven't played as a killer in a really long time. You know, the other thing I was thinking about recently when I was looking at all my Steam stuff is I literally have so many games I don't even know what they are. Jazz and I, and Fuff, and sometimes Dan, but mostly Jazz and I did a YouTube channel years and years and years ago. That was a gaming channel that he would do his games and I would do mine, and we'd also play together sometimes. And one of the things that we would do was surprise each other with the game. We would both play, and I would buy a game, and he'd have to go to my library and sight unseen play it. And he would do the same thing back and forth to me. So I have Steam games that I literally don't even know what they are. I don't even know what they are. So I was debating doing a series about just opening up a game and trying to play it and finish it, even though I have no idea what it is. And very likely games I would get for him, which I wouldn't normally play. I'm not good at side scrollers and things like that. I suck at those. So anyway, I'm thinking about doing that. Like, what's this game? I'll just stream it. I have no idea what it is. So just start working my way down a list of games that I've had for 10 years and I don't even know what they are. Oh, but anyway, well, that was fun, you guys. I am going to wrap my stream. I'm proud of me that I ended up playing. I wasn't going to, and then I did. So I'm glad about that. Jazz also helped me. Not 2.5 hours, not bad. Jazz also helped me with when I raid out. I always, you guys, at the end of my raid, do it in the wrong order. And I will open up a channel to the person I'm going to raid, and then I raid in, and then their stream gets recorded at the end of my stream. I always do it wrong. I've actually come to have just have to laugh about it. I just have to laugh. I can't help it. So, but he fixed it for me, so that shouldn't happen. So thank you, Salt. It was really nice to see you too. Like I said, my streams are going to be it's going to be hard to predict. I know the best, most successful way to do it is to be consistent, pick the same day and the same time over and over again. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. But to be perfectly honest, I feel like I already have a successful stream because it's filled with my friends who I would hang out with anyway. And I'm not really interested in getting huge and overwhelming and kind of scary. Too many people for me is a little scary anyway. So I already feel like I've gotten what I want out of my streaming. So, yeah, I'll try to predict and I'll try to post up. But I might not. I might just go, well, I got that done for the day. What do I do for 2 hours? I guess I'll play a game and I might as well turn it on. So that's probably where I'm going to be. from now on, especially because I have my little avatar. I don't have to make sure my clothes match. All right. So with that in mind, I'm going to try to raid. I wasn't going to raid either, but look at me just going all out. Let's see who's playing. Charty is playing Fallout. So I am going to raid over to Charty. Let's see if I can do this while also not being completely an idiot about it. We're going to go raid. And we're going to start raid. And then I'm going to say my goodbyes. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out, for lurking, for supporting me and being my friend. And I will see you very soon. I'm going to go to my ending soon.